Hello students, today we will discuss about chemical properties of alcohols and phenols. So first one is the reaction involving cleavage of carbon-oxygen bond in alcohols. The reaction involves cleavage of CO bond. This takes place only in the alcohol. But in case of the phenol, there is the reaction only takes place in presence of zinc. So reaction with the hydrogen halides. Reaction with the hydrogen halides, it gives the alkyl halides, and HCl react in presence of zinc chloride as catalyst, but there is no need of the catalyst is required in the case of the HBr and HI. So this type of reaction is generally easily undergo the tertiary, then secondary and then primary alcohol, and the reactivity of hydrogen halides are HI, then HBr and then HCl. Then the second reaction is a reaction with the phosphorus halides. So the alcohols are reacted with the phosphorus penta halide and phosphorus tri halide and form the alkyl halide. Then third one is the dehydration. So the dehydration of the alcohol is the removal of the molecule, removal of the water molecule in presence of protic acid form the alkenes. So concentrated H2SO4 or H3PO4 used as a catalyst. Ethanol undergo dehydration by heating it with concentrated H2SO4 at 443 Kelvin. So in the reactions of water molecule is lost, this water molecule is lost and formation of the alkenes takes place. But in case of the primary alcohols, the 443 Kelvin the temperature is used. But in case of the secondary and tertiary alcohols, there is the need of the low temperature. So thus the relative ease of the dehydration of alcohol follow the tertiary, then secondary and then primary. So the mechanism: in first step the protonated alcohol is formed, in second step the formation of the carbocation is formed, and third one the formation of ethene by elimination of proton takes place. So here in first step protonated alcohol is formed, then carbocation is formed, and then the ethene is formed and by the elimination of the proton. Then next one is the oxidation of alcohol involves the formation of carbon-oxygen double bond with cleavage of the OH and CH bond. Such cleavage and formation of bond occur in oxidation reaction. These are also known as the dehydrogenation reaction. So here the two bonds are simultaneously break, that is in between the hydrogen and carbon and in between the oxygen and the hydrogen, and formation of the CO group is formed. So in case of the primary alcohol, the first oxidation takes place in presence of CrO3. The formation of aldehyde takes place. This reaction does not stop here. It again oxidizes and it forms the carboxylic acids. But if you want to stop this reaction regarding the primary alcohol at aldehyde only, then instead of CrO3 you use the PCC. So you stop the reaction at the aldehyde state. And in case of secondary alcohol, there is the formation of the ketones takes place. But in case of the tertiary alcohol, they do not undergo the oxidation reaction due to the strong reaction conditions such as strong oxidizing agent and elevated temperature. The cleavage of various CC bond takes place and mixture of carboxylic acid containing lesser number of carbon atom is formed. Next one is the dehydrogenation. So when the vapors of the primary or secondary alcohol are passed over heated copper at 573 Kelvin, dehydrogenation takes place. So the primary alcohol gives the aldehyde, then the secondary alcohol gives the ketone, and tertiary alcohol gives the alkene. Okay, so this is the key point. That is the primary alcohol in presence of copper, it gives the aldehyde. Secondary alcohol gives the ketone and tertiary alcohol gives the alkene. Next one is the physical properties of alcohol. We just go through that. Next one is the reaction of the phenols. So first one is the electrophilic aromatic substitution. So in phenols, benzene ring direct the incoming group to ortho and para position in the ring, as this position become electron rich due to the resonating effect of caused by the OH group. So first one is the halogenation. So halogenation reaction takes place in presence of very milder or low polarity such as carbon, such as chloroform or CH2, they form the monobromophenol. But in case of generally the phenol is treated with the bromine water. It gives a 2,4,6 tri-bromophenol is formed as a white precipitate. Then second one is the nitration. Nitration with dilute nitric acid at low temperature. Phenol is a mixture of ortho and para nitrophenols. The ortho and para isomer can be separated by the steam distillation. But in ortho-nitrophenol, intramolecular hydrogen bonding is due to this bonding. The steam volatile is due to the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. But while in case of the para-nitrophenol, is less volatile due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, which cause the association of the molecules. So this is the reaction in presence of the dilute HNO3. It gives a mixture of ortho and para nitrophenols. So here you see that at ortho position intramolecular hydrogen. This is the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Why it is called intramolecular? Intra means within the molecule the hydrogen bonding takes place, and here the intermolecular hydrogen bonding takes place at the para positions. So next one is the but with concentrated nitric acid, phenol is converted into the 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. But this reaction gives the very low yield of the 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, that is the picric acid. So commercially we want the more yield. So the commercially picric acid is prepared by treating first this phenol is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, which convert it into the phenol 2,4-disulfonic acid, and then with concentrated nitric acid to get the 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. Next one is the sulfonation of phenol. So at 293 Kelvin, orthophenol sulfonic acid is formed, and at 373 Kelvin, the paraphenol sulfonic acid is formed. Next one is the Kolbe reaction. So the Kolbe reaction, what is meant by the Kolbe reaction? The phenoxide ion generated by treating phenol with the sodium hydroxide is even more reactive than phenol towards electrophilic aromatic substitution, and it undergoes the electrophilic substitution with carbon dioxide and which is a very weak electrolyte. At ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid is formed as the main reaction product. So you see here the phenol is converted into phenoxide ion in presence of NaOH, and then in presence of CO2 and acid, it gives the 2-hydroxybenzoic acid. That is at ortho position COOH group is formed. Okay. So next one is the Riemann-Tiemann reaction. So what is the Riemann-Tiemann reaction? On treating the phenol with chloroform in presence of sodium hydroxide, a CHO group is introduced at ortho position of the benzene ring. So this reaction is known as the Riemann-Tiemann reaction. So here this phenol is reacted with the is treated with the chloroform. So chloroform CaCl3 and NaOH, and gives the intermediate. So what is the name of the intermediate? That is the benzyl chloride. So here benzyl chloride is the form, and then the phenoxide, then benzyl chloride is reacted with the NaOH to produce the salicyl aldehyde. So the main difference between the Kolbe and Riemann-Tiemann reaction is that in Kolbe reaction, at ortho position of the phenol, COOH group is attached, and intermediate is the sodium phenoxide ion. But in case of the Riemann-Tiemann reaction, the ortho position of the phenol is attached with the CHO group, okay, and the intermediate is the benzyl chloride. So this is the main difference. Next one is the reduction of the phenol. So phenol is converted to benzene on heating with the zinc dust. Next one is the oxidation. So oxidation of phenol with chromic acid produces conjugated diketone known as the benzoquinone. Next one and last reaction is the catalytic hydrogenation of the phenol. So the catalytic hydrogenation is generally takes place in presence of nickel or platinum at 433 Kelvin.